Okay, so I hope this is going to work this time. I've recorded this now 3 times, and each time something goes wrong. So here we go. Uh, Adriana is playing a game where she tries to start and stop a stopwatch at exactly 4 seconds. She's trying to test her reflexes there. She recorded her 3 attempts in the table: 4.1 seconds, 3.92 seconds, 3.9979 seconds. Which attempt was closest to 4 seconds? Which is the farthest? Well, that first part is a subtraction problem. I've got to do 4.1 minus 4 and 3.92 minus 4, whatever. I've got to see the difference, which, if you're looking for difference, is a subtraction problem. And so the first one, I'm going to put 4.1 on top and then subtract 4.0, and I get that it's 0.1, 1/10 of a second off. The next one, I'm going to actually go with the 4 on top this time, because it doesn't matter whether it's negative or positive, it's just how close it is. And when I subtract those, I get 0.08, so 8 hundredths of a second off. Then lastly, I'm going to put the 4 on top again, but this time I'm going to put 3 placeholder zeros, because it was 3.979. Now, like, I can do this one in my head, but if you're having trouble with this, what I'm doing is I'm taking from that 4 seconds, I'm making it 3, which gives me 10 tenths of a second. Then I'm going to borrow from that, making it 9. This becomes 10 hundredths of a second. Borrowing from that, making it a 9, which makes this one 10 hundredths of a second. Don't borrow from that. There's nothing left. When I do that, I get a 1. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 9 is 0. And then 3 minus 3 is 0. 21 thousandths of a second, 8 hundredths, 1/10. Now, if you're having trouble comparing these to see which one's bigger, put 2 extra zeros here, put 1 extra zero there. Then you've got 100, you have 80, and you have 21. And when you're looking at which attempt is the closest, it's that third one. The third one is the closest. It's a 21 thousandths of a second away. Whereas the second one would have been 80 thousandths, and the first one would have been 100 thousandths. So which one's the farthest? The first one. How close is attempt 3 to exactly 4 seconds? It was off by 0.021 seconds. Then it says she claims that her total time is close to 12 seconds. Yeah, it's really, really close to 12 seconds. So if you take 4.1, but I'm going to put a couple extra zeros to balance it out, I'm going to put 3.92 with an extra zero and 3.979. Here we go. And I'm going to add all this together. I get 9, a 9, 19. Carry the 1 is 11. I get 11.9999. That is very close to 12. That's 1 thousandth of a second away from 12. Next problem. Now, the first time I really saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, they want me to do 5 multiplication problems. They don't. They don't. If you look right here, if you look at how many numbers are to the right of the decimal place, there's 2. How many numbers are to the right of the decimal place? There's 4. How many numbers to the right of the decimal place? There's 3. There's 2. There's 4. If I'm looking for the smallest number, it's either going to be this one with 4 decimal places or this one with 4 decimal places. I've got, which one's lower, 8 times 9 or 6 times 23? I am pretty sure it is going to be 8 times 9 is going to be the smallest one. So 0.08 times 0.09, 8 hundredths times 9 hundredths, is going to give me a 72, but then there's 4 decimal places. So it's a 0.000, whatever, 0072. There's 4 decimal places. Then which one's the largest? I know it's going to be either this one or this one with 2 decimal places. It's definitely 1.3 times 25 is way bigger than 4 times 3. I would do 25 on top times 13. For me, because I played video games as a kid, when they cost quarters, 13 quarters would have been $3.25. $3.25. So 1.3, 2.5, there we go. 3.25 is the largest one. What is the area of this one? I just pretended this was 28 times 23, and I looked it up on my multiplication chart. My multiplication chart says that that was 644. But there's 1 decimal place, 2 places to the right of the decimal. I need 2. That would be the area there is 6.44. So show or explain your thinking. I just showed it. You multiply. multiply. Here, the bottom one, 42 and 18. 6 totally works with both of those. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 3 is 18. So this could also be like a 6 times 7 plus 3. It could be a 6 times 7 plus a 6 times 3. Or, the way it started, 42 plus 18. Yeah, I think that's about it. 42 plus 18, check. 7 plus 3 times 6, yep, got it. This one, no, that's volume. Nope, that's definitely not it. And the last one. So A, B, and E, all possible solutions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 decimal places. I've got 34 times 2 is 68. I mean, that's not too hard, but there's 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. I get it's 0.068, which is also known as 68 thousandths. This would have been 34 tenths times 2 hundredths. Let's see, is definitely not that one. 30, that is definitely B. 68 thousandths is C. Definitely not D. And E totally works. In the bottom ones, I mean, I'm not going to work all these out, but I would have done 76 times 4 or 38 times 8. No matter which one of those I do, I get that is, where did I put it? Wrong page. Oh, yep, I'm on the backside. And so I looked at that and I got 304 and 304. And then in both of these, there were 2 decimal places in the question, so there has to be 2 in the answer. So I got 3.04. This one I got 0.0216. And that last one I got 9.048. 9 and 48 thousandths. Last set of problems. It says, how much money did Theo spend on gas? I'm just going to add up all those numbers. 6 and 5 is a 1, carry the 1. 4, 1, 2 is a 6. Nothing to carry. 14, carry the 1, 2, 4, 7. I got that he paid $7. I'm way off. $74.61. If he spends $100, he gets free car wash. So I'm going to do 100.00 minus 74.61 minus. Borrow from that, make it a 9 in the tens place. So 9 $10 bills. That becomes 10. Borrow from that. That becomes a 10. Borrow from that. And then that becomes a 10. Do not borrow from that. So the last number is always going to be a 10. I get a 9. I get a 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 9 minus 7 is a 2. He still has to spend, or they have to still spend, $25.39. Now, if you have any questions on any of this, please ask in class. If not, I will see you in the next video.